We used a wide variety of tools and instrumentation, including multi-scanners, digital photography, plumb lines, brushes, pencils, tape measures, weighing machines, colour wheels, thermometers, barometers, microphones, synthesizers, calculators, sketch pads, buckets, shovels, spoons, jam jars, kettles, screwdrivers, blotting paper, litmus paper, theodolites, clocks, maps, directories, almanacs, sponges, rubber gloves, scanners, cherry pickers, magnetic compasses, electrocardiographs, electroencephalographs, blenders, guitars, toaster ovens, bongos, crayons, reflective blankets, scarecrows, diamond bit drills, infusions, defusions, decantations, incantations, rubbing liniment, X-rays, sonar, radar, kaleidoscopes, rope, bottles, centrifuges and string. We employed a small team of dedicated dreamers, some of whom remained in a sleep state for several days at a time. We found mind in water. We found mind in stone. We found mind in earth. We found mind in metal. We found mind in flesh. We found mind in vegetation, in ceramics, in books, in electronic circuits, and in supposedly empty vacuum. We found evidence of mind everywhere within the physical components of our earthly existence. We assume the omnipresence of mind to be the exact opposite of a material side effect. In other words, the matter is the side effect of the gravity well in which our local galaxy resides. And we further assume that that gravity well is a side effect of the mind's presence in this part of space. Therefore, we can theorize that the mind has at least two states. These states would be, firstly, the original state of the mind before extending itself into material gravity warping of the space-time matter-energy continuum, and secondly, the mind's new state when existing within the material zone. This second state is the one which can only exist through its material shell. We can further theorize a third state which exists only within a neural organic cortex. Dream seems to be the natural base state as seen through the filter of the secondary and tertiary states, hence the necessity of employing teams of dreamers. Sometimes dreamers had to be awakened quite violently by shock tactics. We were interested not only in all the material forms of mind's manifestation, but also in the spaces between those forms, the numbers and the geometry being carefully recorded and examined. At least 5 golden sections of various proportion were deduced. Witness statements were collated, and these included unofficial evidence from paid snitches. Sometimes we would open the Bible at random. In some configurations of city architecture, the spiritual level was so low as to be life-threatening. Sometimes we encountered areas which were uplifting to our souls. Other times we were dragged down to tangible emanations of despair. Squares were particularly comforting, or sometimes pentagons. We were often surprised by the strength of spiritual energy emanating from a familiar creature. Thought forms, such as the Tibetan tulpa or the Eastern European werewolf, were seldom found. We detected several implicate dimensions within the city and its immediate surrounds. One of these dimensions we named Blockland, after its tendency to throw up cubic ceramic metasuppositions within its material mind space and bridge. The shortest distance between 2 points was often determined by a lateral interpretation of street noise and an anagram of adjoining thoroughfares. These methods were always employed when there was a whiff of Jung or Lacan in the air. One, the drives of the psyche, arising from the biological instinctive energy, are at first in harmony with the mother's body. The mother's body is in turn channeling the changeling. 2. When weaned, the drives become unmanaged, turbulent, without coherent direction. Mesons are emitted at neural intervals and are quantum entangled with the mother's brain cells. 3. Turbulent systems of incoherent complexity tend to produce order from chaos by repetition of fractal noise patterns, so that signal stability is produced from noise. Dark matter enables subspace layering. 4. The noise-to-signal transformation is created by a process of bifurcation of turbulences. Vegetation anchors the elemental beings and provides pattern. 5. By this process, order is created in the psyche and cannot therefore avoid having a structure which contains those bifurcations of energy by which it was created. 6. Within the orders of the psyche and its signifying, therefore, are always dyads within dyads, double triads within double triads, split signifier within split signifier within split signifier, etc. For instance, the whole structure of the Garden of Eden sequence in Genesis is layered. Analysing the myth necessitated several semiotic archaeological excavations of mentally charged antediluvian sites within the collective mentation. Dreamers were working in ships,